Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafir rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi al-faizin birullah. Dear friends, today we have a great guest, Muhammad Waqas from London. This is Muhammad Waqas, who works with BBC channel in London, and he will explain the current situation and the history of Palestine. Dear friends, he will also explain the resolution. To start, sir, could you please provide a brief overview of the historical context that has led to the current situation?
Thank you for having me here. So, I will tell you about everything and how to solve this problem. So, first of all, the roots of this conflict between Israeli and Palestine, it all started in the 19th century. So, at that time, the war between Jews and Arabs had made all this. The establishment of State of Israel in 1948 and the subsequent war between Jews and Arabs resulted in the significant displacement of Palestinians, as the event was referred as Nakba, or we can also say it is a catastrophe. So since then, various kind of wars have been occurred, various kind of uprisings, and many kind of peace processes have been held. But until now, no lasting resolution, and the problem remains elusive.
Sir, many people describe the conflict as one of that seems never ending. What are the some of key factors that contribute to this perception?
So several kind of factors plays role. First, there are many kind of deep-threated historical situations, and both sides have narratives. They also explain and they fuel the animosity to both sides. So we cannot only harm the one side. So now we say, like, we have in second situation ongoing violence, and the ongoing violence and explanation of West Bank, and we can also say the military actions and their contributions to retaliation and many more other types of wars, and this kind of problems have led to mistrust.
How do external influences and foreign aid affect this enmity?
External influences are probably significant in this kind of situation. Various countries have been took part, and they have helped either sides by providing military help or financially, or they have also protect documentally both teams, either it's Palestine or Israel. Let me tell you an example. In an instance, US supports Israel, but Palestinians sees this situation as it's a barrier to achieve their rights. But some of the Arab nations historically helps Palestine, even though the Arab countries have also engaged in normalization with Israelis. So by providing more help to Palestine can also create an nuisance in further division.
Sir, what role does public opinion in perpetuating conflicts?
In public role plays a crucial role in this situation, because in both societies, narratives are shaped by significant mistrust and other more bad ideas. So people only support their sides. Both sides have wrong on their side. So we have to completely take a research on this situation. As we can say, Israeli sees Palestinians through the view of violence and terrorism, while Palestinians sees Israel like as they are occupiers and infringing their own situation, their own rights. They never think about Palestinians. So both sides have next level of visuals, so they cannot be same until they decide to talk to each other, addressing the keynotes.
Are there any movements or initiative aimed at reconnection between Israelis and Palestinians?
There are many types of grassroots initiative connections. So, as we can say, they mainly focus on dialogues and coexistence. So, in this situation, Israeli security dominates and Palestinians are very weak. So, we can say the Israelis are always on the attack for Palestinian people. They never think about the children. They never care about the women. They only attacks. The attacks have not stopped until now. Even though the Israelis are killing people, thousands of people they are killing now. It has crossed 40,000 nowadays. But still, many countries are helping Israel by providing them military processes and financially process. So there is a groundwork initiative connections in many ways.
In your opinion, what steps could be taken to move towards a more peaceful resolution?
So if there needs to be a peaceful resolution, I will tell you a solution. We have to bring both sides and they have to engage in an core issues. They should talk about the military, they should talk about the border issues, they should talk about the refugees and also discuss the status of Jerusalem. In additionally, they also have to talk about the humanitarian problem which they have destroyed, which Israelis have destroyed of Palestinians. So it also can be fostering by economic cooperation and it could build overtime trust. So both sides can be in overtime trust by these kind of addresses.
Sir, finally, what message would you like to share those who feel hopeless in this situation?
We are people of India and many countries are trying to have Palestinian people. But we cannot help in this situation because the situation of Palestine is completely frightening and they are getting haunted by the situation. We could only see them suffer, but how can we help? We should raise our voice. We should always use social media to raise awareness. We use social media unlimitedly, but we can also spend some time to raise awareness against Palestinian peoples, to help them to solve the solution to end the enmity between Israel and Palestinian. And I would like to advise you all to keep this advice in your mind. Please raise awareness against Palestinian people. Thank you for inviting me.
ഇതോടുകൂടി ജനറൽ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ മത്സരം അവസാനിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു. വിധി നിർണയിച്ച വിധികർത്താക്കൾക്ക്